Hello everybody, my name is Red Blocks and welcome back to another episode of Restaurant with Red. And congratulations, you guys have moved on from grade 1 to grade 2, the Gadgeters. Now, I forgot to mention this at the start of the series, but I just had an idea that since we're doing an progressive series, it would make a lot of sense if you guys went from different grades based upon the episodes that we are on. So, we have officially moved on from grade 1, the components, and now we are on to gate 2, the gadgets, and you guys are the gadgeters. So give yourself a pat on the back and hug your friends. Oh, probably don't do the second one because that's going to cause some problems. But yeah, the second thing that you might have noticed from the title is that yes, this is indeed another mini episode. That's because there's only going to be 2 episodes on the gadgets grade, and this is the least important of them all because in today's episode you're going to be taking a look at logic gates, or what I like to call them, circuits. Now, circuits are an important part of Redstone for sure because they consist of inputs, Redstone torches, and Redstone dust, or in other words, diversions. Now, diversions are a big part because most of the time, or I guess some of the times, based upon what kind of redstone contraptions that you do, the input that you give into a redstone contraption might need to have some adjustments done to it, and diversions are an important part for doing that. Now, to be honest with you, these logic gates are probably going to be mostly used for combination locks that you probably don't do in single player redstone. So yeah, this is probably more helpful for multiplayer players, but nonetheless, since these are a big group and a topic to cover about, we are obviously going to be talking about that in the series. So in today's episode, again, we are going to be taking a look at these logic gates. Also, here's a fact that I've heard, and this is a weird one, okay? I've heard that a device in real world is also run by these logic gates, and apparently its name is the computer. Now, I believe that it's made by aliens, but I might be wrong about that, so let me know down in the comment sections. So the aliens made the computer using these logics, and I don't know how that worked, but if you want to check that out, go to the Wikipedia and you will learn more. And as per always, the timestamps are going to be down in the description for you to check out if you want to check out any specific gate for yourself. And with that being said, let's get into the gates. So starting us off, we have ourselves the most easiest one of them all, the NOT gate. So what is a NOT gate? A NOT gate is basically a gate where, let's say you give yourself an on input and the mechanism just flips it over so the output that you get is off. So here, if I switch this lever, you can see this redstone dust turns off. Now this is also known as an inverter, and it does basically what the name suggests. It just switches the signal over, as I already explained to you. And in Minecraft, this is the most easiest thing on the planet. So just a block with a redstone torch on top of it. Done. So yeah, this is the most easiest one of them all, but it's really, really useful, as in that this is probably the most used one of all of them. So yeah, keep this in mind. Yeah, I also forgot to mention that you have to keep an eye out for this sign over here because this is on every single one on the gates. And basically what it means is that if the head or the heavy side of the lever is next to this thing, so let's say this head is currently next to this on sign, it is currently on. If it's up there, it's off. So keep that in mind if that gets anything confusing to you, because yeah, levers are really confusing. Anyways, so let's move on to some actual gate action because this is just a redstone torch. There's really not much to it. Anyways, so here we have ourselves what is called an AND gate. So what is an AND gate? So as the name might slightly suggest, this has to do something with this and that. So here we have ourselves a redstone torch, meaning that this output is currently on, and for that both of these inputs or levers are turned on. So meaning that if both of the inputs are turned on, the output is also going to be on, and if either one of them is off, we get ourselves no output. So for a output to come out from the back, both of the inputs have to be on. And again, if both of them are off, it does basically the same thing. The only time when it gives an output is when both of them are on. Now for the combination lock thing that I explained to you a little bit earlier, yeah, this is the one that is used in making of a combination lock. So keep this in mind while making a combination lock. This is the thing that you want to use. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not going to be showing any of the build process of these because you can literally see every single thing in one frame. If you want to build one of these, go ahead. That is every single thing that you need to do. But you also have to keep in mind that pretty much everything besides that one, yeah, all of them have negative sides to them. So here you can see that what I said was both of them need to be on for a signal to be on, like that. If it's not on, it does not give a signal. But let's say we combine this gate with that gate and we get ourselves what is called a NAND gate, because get it, because that's a NOT and that's an NAND. Yeah, I don't know who made these puns, but yeah, those are really bad. So here basically what happens is that if both of the signals are off, we get ourselves a redstone output, as you can see here from this redstone torch. But if any of them are on, we don't get ourselves a redstone signal, and the same is the case when both of them are on. The only time we'll get an output is when both of them are off. This was a little bit interesting, so I thought I would share this with you. So next up we have ourselves the ores. No, not the diamond, the gold, or the iron ores. These are the ore gates. So here we have ourselves the ore gate. What this basically does is, if either one of these are on, we'll get ourselves a redstone output. So here, let's say this one is on, we get ourselves a redstone output. If this one is on, we get ourselves a redstone output. If this one is off, we again get ourselves a redstone output. The only time that we don't get ourselves a redstone output is when both of them are turned off. Like the previous one that you saw over there, this one also has itself the negatives. So here you can see that both of these signals are on, meaning that we don't get ourselves an output when both of the signals are on. We only get ourselves a redstone signal when either of them is off. So here you can see that one of them is off, so you get ourselves a redstone output. If this one is off, we also get ourselves a redstone output. And if this one is off, again we get ourselves a redstone output. The only time we don't get ourselves a redstone output is when both of them are off. Oh yeah, I forgot the names again. So this one is ore, as I've already said, but this one's name is nor, because again, that one is not, and this one is ore, we got ourselves an ore. But yeah, that was every single logic gate, unless we don't count the absolutely complicated ones, because you see, there are some ones that are really, really complicated, and which I think, since you already didn't know about Redstone, because this is meant to be a beginner's guide for Redstone series, we are not going to be covering any complicated, at least Redstone logic gate, because these things are already useless as they are. If I even add in the complicated ones, yeah, this is just going to get really, really complicated for no apparent reason. So that was every single thing about logic gates, but we are not actually done with the episode. So give me a second. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an example, because I wanted to show you a couple of examples of the things that you showed on the episode. So here we have ourselves a piston door. You might be going, what is that? Yeah, this is probably going to be a little bit topic of a little bit into the future, but I just wanted to show you guys the, I guess, how these things are used in Redstone contraptions. So here you have yourself some pressure plates and a doorway. Obviously, I'm going to walk through it. So let's walk. What the heck? So as you saw there, the piston door literally shut in front of my face. That's because you can see here, the redstone dust signal that is going into these pistons are turned off. So meaning that when they go in, they're gonna extend. So, and meaning that, yeah, when I go through these, yeah, things are gonna shut on my face. So to avoid that, what we need to do is, yeah, sorry for that weird cut, I had to set it up. So here you can see that with just a literal redstone torch that is being powered by these pressure plates, and that go into these pistons, we get ourselves. Okay, sorry for that. We got ourselves a working redstone contraption. Okay, give me a second for that. Yeah, I really can't believe that I embarrassed myself with that easy redstone. So here, basically what we have is the pressure plates depowering these redstone torches that go into this mechanism, and using that, the piston door actually opens instead of shutting in front of my face. So that's the use of basically diversion in a redstone contraption. But what is also used in redstone contraptions that I actually showed you in the episode is the AND gate. So the AND gate is being used here for a combination lock. So this sign says this light will glow when the correct combination is given. Now you guys don't know what the correct combination is, but I do know it is 1 and 3. So as you saw there, only when both of these 1 and 3 levers turned on, then we got ourselves a redstone lamp output. And we did not get an output before we. An easy episode like this, you would think that I would not mess up my words. Like, yeah, oh my god, what the heck am I doing? I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. What I was saying is that, you see, if I only, like, 1 is an correct answer for the combination, but the output is not glowing because we need both of them to be turned on to get an output, as you can see here. And the mechanism is pretty much identical to this thing over here, just the redstone torches are flipped here to actually connect to these levers. And this redstone torch is basically carrying over the signal to this redstone lamp. So you can see here, these redstone logic gates and diversions are pretty much really useful in redstone contraptions, but not too much, because even though those are really useful in redstone contraptions, I mean, doors are literal redstone contraptions, you're not going to be always building doors, or you're pretty much not going to be building combination locks in your survival world, because you don't need to protect things from yourself, right? So yeah, these are the practical uses for them. But that was the episode upon logic gates and diversion. My god, what the heck am I doing? So yeah, that was diversion and logic gates covered in an episode, and this was the start of grade 2. So I hope you guys enjoyed and understood what I was saying. Towards the end, this got a little bit too waffly, but I still hope that you understood what everything meant. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos by me and more Redstone with Red series episodes, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. But before you go, there's a couple of things to mention before you go. That is that this video is probably either going to be going live the day before, or I guess I should say the night before Minecraft Live, or the day of the event itself. So if you're watching this video, make sure to check the time, because while you're watching this, Minecraft Live might have started, and believe me, this is not more important than Minecraft Live. So please check the time. It is 11:40 p.m. Sorry, 11:40 a.m. Eastern time. So if you're watching this video past that time, make sure you first of all go over to minecraft.net to check out the live stream. After that, you can watch this video. So that was that for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.